So excited to be part of the Crafty Collaborations 2023 catalogue launch. We are going to share projects with so many of the wonderful new products and the colours from the new catalogue. Are you excited? Do you love them? I can't wait to share them with you. I have chosen to use the Circle Sayings stamp set and punch. For my project, I have made a top folding flap fold and I can't wait to share it with you. I'll give you the measurements in Metric and in Imperial so you can follow along. So let's get started. Isn't it just the cutest with this gorgeous stamp set? And it's even got a little bit of a sparkle. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to bring in the paper trimmer and get to show you how to make it. So you'll need a half a sheet of card. I'm using the Moody Mauve cardstock. That's one of the new in colours. It's 29.7 by 10.5 or 11 inches by 4 1/4. Now you want to score that, so let's just pop it in the paper trimmer. Be sure to get that cutting blade out of your way. You're going to score it at 7.5 inches or 3 inches and slide it along. Let's move the trimmer across so you can see that, hopefully. And that's at 21.5 centimeters or 8.5 inches. So we'll get rid of the trimmer now. Now you'll need some other card pieces. You'll need 2 pieces of your designer series paper. I'm using the Fresh as a Daisy. You can use the same print and use the opposite side as well. I'm actually using 2 different prints in the pack just so they coordinate together. So for the top piece though, it will be 10.1 centimeters by 7.1 centimeters. Or 4 1/8 of an inch by 2 7/8. Your bottom piece is 10.1 centimeters by 7.6 centimeters, or 4 1/8 of an inch by 2 3/8. You'll also need a piece of white card for stamping, just big enough so you can punch it out with the circle punch. This is the 2 3/8 circle punch that comes with the bundle. And you'll also have a piece for the inside of your card. Now, my piece is 13.6 centimeters by 10.1 centimeters, or 4 1/8 of an inch by 4 7/8 of an inch. Now we have the measurements. Let's get folding the card piece. So we have a card, we can just fold it inwards there and upwards on the other one. You'll find that the bottom panel is just slightly larger. Now just stick your pieces down, but before you now we'll do the top piece, but before we stick the bottom piece, we'll just add some ribbon to it. So I'll show you that in a moment. Let's stick this down. Now I'm using the new Moody Mauve ribbon. This is the textured ribbon. So we'll just cut a piece of that will, I'm not going to give you the measurements for it. It's just measuring it across and cutting that. And using your seal, run some adhesive down there. I just run it down in a couple of spots. Stick that down towards the bottom of your piece of paper. And we'll pop that over. Now just tie a bow. I like to leave it on the roll so you can just use what you need rather than wasting any. Now to tie your bow, we're going to do the bunny ears. That's how I like to tie my bows, and that's how I show everyone who comes to my classes. They find it a lot easier way to do them. So create one loop, create another loop. So you've got your little bunny ears. Give yourself a little bit of room in here. And cross over the top loop. And we're going to grab that loop, tuck it behind and through the little gap that you've got made there. Grab the end of it. Now you can let this flap go and pull it too. It's better to make it bigger, and you can adjust the size. Give that a little snip. Now you can glue this piece down the bottom. So for your bow, just use some glue dots, and I don't know if you know this already, probably already do. Leave your glue dot on the roll, grab your bow and just stick it onto that dot and peel it off. Much easier than trying to pull it off and stick it on and get it to stick and it's going everywhere. We'll pop that down there. So that's the basics of your card. We've got to decorate it though. So I'm going to get that little piece of white that we used. Bring our ink pads in. I'm going to use the Wild Wheat ink pad. So we can use our punch and just punch that out. So just put it through the window, give yourself a bit of room. When you're happy with it, give it a punch. Now to do our little cupcake. It's a cute little sparkly cupcake. Now grab some watercolor cardstock. Then grab our cupcake stamp. Now you can use a larger piece of watercolor cardstock. I've just got some leftover strips, so that's what I'm just using now. So we're going to put our cupcake base in the Wild Wheat. Just give it a clean. And we're going to ink it up again in the Moody Mauve. Now I'm going to give this a watercolor with the water painters. Now just using it, because these are water-based, they're just going to blend out the colours. Now I've just realised I've been colouring the base, but we'll continue because we need the top of it. So just blend out those colours. That doesn't matter, we're going to cut the bottom off anyway. Now if you wanted to add some more colour, just pick some off your ink pad. We only need a tiny bit. Now these are new ink pads. I haven't yet added the label on it, or I like to put a strip of the colour in the case. But I haven't got around to doing that. So I do know this one's Moody Mauve. Let's make sure we pick up the right one. So if you need to pick some off, just pick some off the ink pad, but dab it off so it's not so heavy with the colour. I've just got a bit of scrap paper to do that. And just until you're happy with it, we'll use the Wild Wheat. Just the same, like I started doing before, just get the water painter and dab it off there. Now I'm going to put that aside to dry for a minute while we stamp our inside piece of the card. So we'll leave those ink pads there because I'm still going to stamp with them. What we want to do is I'm using this little curve of flower. It's going to take a moment just to have a look at this stamp set. I love the sentiments. There's some really great ones. Warm hello. You can stamp them just on your circle and punch them out adding these extra images or just having the images on its own. The Celebrate is a great one to circle it around. So for my card, I'm going to use this flower one. So we can grab that, and using the Moody Mauve, just ink that up, and we're going to stamp that just down the bottom corner of your white card. Now I'm just going to pick up the aqua painter this time because I only just want a little tiny bit of the wild wheat. Just dab it off. Just to add a little extra colour in here. So you don't want it too heavy. Now for our happy birthday sentiment, bring in our memento here. Isn't that a lovely font? I just love that. Now with the wild wheat again, we'll add some of these rays. Now I think we'll close these ink pads up now before I start getting ink everywhere, and just finish the card off what we need to do. Grab some more adhesive, we'll pop that in the inside. Right, and then we'll get some dimensionals. We just need the mini ones. While I'm putting this together, just remember that any of these lovely new products are available in my store. So if you are in Australia and need to shop for these products and you haven't got anyone, I'll add the link later for you to stop by. So I've just added the dimensionals to the top part. So it's only going on your top flap. Now grab these, this is dried enough now. I'm going to just cut just around the outline of that, the little cupcake base. It's better to move your scissors. Can you actually see that? I hope I didn't get that out of shot. Sorry about that. Give it a little wiggle to do those zigzags. Now we're doing our top for this one. The same, we're just going to do the little zigzags. Now if you love this project, don't forget to give it a like if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook, and subscribe so you can catch more projects that I share. I especially love doing these fun folds. So stop on by, and I hope you're loving the new catalogue. Tell me what your favourite new colour is in the new catalogue. We've had such lovely new colours introduced. Right, so we're just going around the edge of it with dimensionals. We'll need those again. Just put a couple of little dimensionals on here. Do your base first. That's just going to pop down on your card, just here, and add your cupcake topping. And we can't forget the sparkle. Just using your wink of Stella, just run over that and get some of that sparkle. And there is our top folding flap fold card with the circle sayings. I hope you like it, and I hope you like all the projects that we're sharing on our global catalogue launch. And I will catch you on another video. Have a great day. Bye.